Or to tell the new link or not?
You tell
Those who are already on the know it's the new link. Those who are not accepted, we can't. You can ask them to share to their friends.
Yeah, now you're able to audible, students.
no, nobody is there, I guess. Nobody is there. 5 watching. 5 are watching.
Will you tell the mentors to call?
Yeah, now it's okay.
Okay.
Tell them to tell one thing, that to tell your friends and all like that. You can ask
Okay.
them.
Yeah. Yeah, students, some network issues. Now it is resolved. Okay, even you can
Word also is
you can inform your friends to rejoin once again. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We are recalling the things what we discussed yesterday. In that already 2 parts we discussed. Like one is a pair of ovary and a like a oviduct, and uterus. Uterus is also called as a womb, and in that like we discussed about, let's say it is attached to the pelvic wall with the help of a ligament, and 3 wall layer or a tissue layer of a uterus. One is a perimetrium, myometrium and a endometrium, and in its function also. Okay, in that myometrium helps in the a strong uterine contraction at the time of a delivery of the baby, and let's say in the layer what we call it as a, let's say endometrium is a glandular tissues, and it undergoes cyclical changes at the time of a menstrual cycle. Okay, and the next one what we discuss is a external genitalia. That's the main 5 parts of external genitalia. What we discussed is a, one is a like a mons, pubis, labia majora, labia minora. Okay, in addition to that, hymen and clitoris. These are all the 5 main parts of a okay, that's a external genitalia. And lastly, what we discussed yesterday, that's a mammary gland that's occur in pair and commonly called it as a breast. And in that each breast contain, let's say, a glandular tissues and variable amount of a fat, and in that tissue, each breast divided into 15 to 20 mammary lobes. The mammary lobes contain alveoli. There's a cluster of cells, what we call it as a alveoli. They are responsible for the secretion of a milk, and in addition to that, these like the alveoli that secrete the milk get transferred into the mammary tubules. Mammary tubules are connected to the mammary duct, and then it is these duct joined to form a lactiferous, and then through which the milk is sucked. These are the some of the important things what we discuss under the concept what like a female reproductive system. I hope you all draw and practice the 3 diagrams what I mentioned in the yesterday class. One is a male reproductive system, female reproductive system, and a structure of mammary gland. Okay, next we pass on to the next concept, let's say gametogenesis. That's the next concept is gametogenesis. Gametogenesis. Okay, and under this gametogenesis, I'll try to draw some flow chart. You will also take it down. Okay. Okay, you are able to see? Yeah. Okay. Gametogenesis. Already we are aware of that. The gametogenesis is nothing but the process of formation of gametes. Okay. Gametogenesis is nothing but the process of formation of a gametes. Okay. In that, the primary sex organ involved, that is a testis in male. Okay. And ovary in case of a female. Ovary in case of a male, and this responsible for the production of a male gamete, call it as a sperm. Here it is a ovum, and here the process involved what we call it as a spermatogenesis, and here let's say oogenesis. Okay. The gametogenesis is nothing but the process of formation of a gamete. In that, the primary sex organ in human, that's a testis in case of a male, they are responsible for the formation of a male gamete by a process called it as a spermatogenesis. And let's say another primary sex organ in case of female, let's say ovary, that responsible for the formation of a ovum by a process called it as a oogenesis. In that, first we try to understand spermatogenesis. Okay, sometimes they may ask only this definition: gametogenesis 1 marks or spermatogenesis 1 marks. Okay, only definition they may ask. Okay, when this spermatogenesis start in a human male. Okay, the spermatogenesis start at puberty, when the male individual attain maturity. What we call it as a puberty. Okay, the spermatogenesis start at the age of a puberty. Why? Due to the increasing in the level of GnRH. You know the abbreviated form. It is a gonadotropin releasing hormone. Gonadotropin releasing hormone. Okay. Gonadotropin releasing hormone. Okay. Spermatogenesis in case of a male start at the age of a puberty. Why? Due to the significant increase in the gonadotropin releasing hormone. Due to the increasing in the gonadotropin releasing hormone act on the anterior pituitary. Okay, anterior pituitary hormone. And okay, when the GnRH acted on the anterior pituitary, this anterior pituitary act on the two gonadotropin hormone. Okay, those two gonadotropin hormone, one is a LH, another one is a FS. Okay, one is a LH, another one is a FSH. What is LH? LH is a luteinizing hormone. Luteinizing hormone. Okay, LH means luteinizing hormone. FSH means follicle stimulating hormone. Follicle stimulating hormone. Okay, there's a significant increase in the anterior pituitary act on the two types of a gonadotropin hormone. One is a LH, that's nothing but luteinizing hormone, and another one is a FSH, that's a follicle stimulating hormone. Okay, these luteinizing hormone act on the Leydig cells. Okay, what is another name of this Leydig cells? Interstitial cells. Okay, that when LH act on the Leydig cells, okay, it act on the male testosterone hormone, let's say androgen, and this androgen is support for the process of spermatogenesis. The process of a spermatogenesis. Okay, and this is function of LH. Let's say luteinizing hormone, and another gonadotropin hormone. It's a follicle stimulating hormone, and this hormone acted on the Sertoli cells, and these Sertoli cells secrete some of the factor which is also responsible for the process of spermatogenesis. Now here we try to understand what is spermatogenesis when it is initiated in the human male, and due to what are all the hormones that is involved. Okay, we will try to recall fast and move into the next one. Okay, let's say a gametogenesis is the process of formation of a gamete. That's a primary sex organ involved in a male testis that is responsible for the formation of a male gamete. Let's say a sperm due to a process called it as a spermatogenesis, and let's say another sex organ, let's say ovary in case of a female, that is responsible for the formation of a ovum by a process. That process what we call it as a oogenesis. In that, first we try to understand spermatogenesis. This spermatogenesis, is in human male, it is started at the age of a puberty, but that is due to the significant increase in the gonadotropin releasing hormone. Okay, when it is increasing, it acts on the anterior pituitary. The anterior pituitary act on the two gonadotropin hormone. One is a LH, another one is a FSH. This LH act on the lady cell and stimulate and synthesis for the human testicular hormone called as a androgen that is responsible for under the process for spermatogenesis, and follicle stimulating hormone acted on the Sertoli cell. They are responsible for the secretion of some factor when also necessary for the spermatogenesis process. Okay, this flow chart help in how spermatogenesis initiated in the human male. Okay, now we can pass on to the next thing. That's a schematic representation of the spermatogenesis. Okay, that I'll try to write it down. You also follow that and you also write it down. Okay, yeah. Okay, you are able to see all the words. If you find it any difficulty, you inform me. I'll change it. Okay. Okay. Next, pass on to the schematic representation of spermatogenesis. Okay. So also try to please take it down. Then it is easy for you to understand. Okay. Yeah. Now, in the main exam or in any other exam, in this topic, this schematic representation of a spermatogenesis itself, they may ask for 3 marks. Okay. Without any explanation, okay, they can ask only write the schematic representation of a spermatogenesis. Just you have to write it down like this and leave it. You can get 3 marks, 3 full marks. Okay, already we are aware of that. Okay, spermatogenesis is the process of formation of a, let's say, a sperm. Okay, from where we can get that sperm? Let's say due to the immature male germ cell, immature male germ cells or a spermatogonia undergo the process of spermatogenesis and form spermatozoa or a sperm. And where do you find in this spermatogonia? Okay, while we are discussing about the male reproductive system, already we studied that. This spermatogonia, it is present on the inner side of a seminiferous tubule. The inner side of a seminiferous tubule. Okay, in that they we mentioned 2 types of a cells. Okay, one is a spermatogonia, another one is a Sertoli cells. Okay, this immature male germ cell or spermatogonia, they are responsible for the formation of a sperm through a process called it as a spermatogenesis. In that, this spermatogonia, it is found on the inner side of the seminiferous tubule. That seminiferous tubule, and these spermatogonia undergo mitotic. You are all aware of that. Mitotic is a multiplicational. Okay, it's a multiplicational division. Okay, it undergo single spermatogonia. It's undergo mitosis to form a 2-cell, and okay, then it is to become a 4. Like this, it is increasing in its number. Okay, this spermatogonia undergo mitosis process, that is increasing its number. Okay, increasing its number, and these spermatogonia are diploid. Okay, they are diploid. Diploid means it's having a 2n number of a chromosome or a 2 set of a chromosome. Okay, whatever the cells formed from the spermatogonia, in that one of the cell, okay, the remaining may undergo further mitotic division. In that one of the, let's say, a spermatogonia which undergo meiotic division. The cells which undergo meiotic division, that cell we can call it as a primary spermatocyte. This primary spermatocyte, it undergo meiotic division. That meiotic division, we are all aware of that. It is a reductional division. Okay, this primary spermatocyte undergo a reductional division. That's the first meiotic division. You are aware of that? Like in meiosis, that's a meiosis 1 and a meiosis 2. That's why the cell which is undergoing, that's the first meiotic division, is called as a primary spermatocyte. It's a reductional division. Now, this is one diploid as primary spermatocyte. It is going to become a 2 haploid cell. Okay, 2 haploid cell. That's what we can call it as a secondary spermatocyte. Those 2 cells we can call it as a secondary spermatocyte. And the secondary spermatocytes once again undergo second meiotic division. Let's say second meiotic division. It's a equational division. Due to that second meiotic division, we got, let's say 4, okay, spermatid. Let's say I will get equal number of a chromosome. These 4 are haploid. Haploid means n number of a chromosome or one set of a chromosome. We are going to get a haploid number of a chromosome or n number of a chromosome. Means from a single spermatogonia, we are going to get 4 spermatids. We are going to get a 4 spermatids. Okay, these spermatids, what we got? Okay, these 4 spermatids, what we got? They are, okay, inactive and non-motile. Means they don't have any motility. Means there is no movement. They are not active. What? These spermatids. Okay. Next, these spermatids, what will happen? They undergo one more process. That process, what we call it as a spermiogenesis. Spermiogenesis. Okay, that time these spermatids become active and motile. Okay, active and motile. Okay, the inactive non-motile spermatid is converted into active motile sperm. Active motile sperm by the process. That process, what we call it as a spermiogenesis. That process we call it as a spermiogenesis. Okay. Next, once if they form a through the spermiogenesis, whatever the sperm form, in that the sperm head embedded. Okay, the sperm head embedded in the Sertoli. Okay, embedded in the Sertoli cells. Okay, the sperm head, okay, that's embedded in the Sertoli cell, and finally the sperm released from the seminiferous tubule. Okay, by the process, that process we call it as a spermiation. Spermiation. S-P-E-R-M-I-A-T-I-O-N. Spermiation. Okay, that's what. By the process of spermiogenesis, the inactive non-motile spermatid is transformed into the spermatozoa or active and motile sperm, and these sperms, okay, the sperm's head embedded in the Sertoli cells, and finally they release from the seminiferous tubule by the process. That process we can call it as a spermiation. The process we call it as a spermiation. Okay, how to make differences. One is a spermiation, spermiogenesis. Okay, spermiogenesis. Another one is say what? Spermatogenesis. Okay, they may ask for only 1 mark. Okay, they ask only for 1 mark. What may be the definition? Spermatogenesis, spermiogenesis, or spermiation. All are 3 different processes, but don't get confused. Okay, initial, see here, sperm, sperm, sperm. Initial 5 letters will be the same. Okay, if you don't have a patience to read the entire word, any one definition you are going to write. That's why I have to read the complete letter, whether we are asking spermatogenesis or spermiogenesis or spermiation. You may expect 1 mark, definition. Or as a whole, no explanation. If they ask explanation with the schematic, you may expect 5 mark. If it is only the schematic representation, they can ask for a 3 marks questions. Okay, here we can expect 1 mark definition. Okay, or 3 marks schematic representation, or 5 marks as a whole. Okay, now we'll try to recall this and proceed to the next concept. Okay, here the schematic representation of a spermatogenesis. In that's a immature male germ cell or spermatogonia. Okay, going to form is a sperm by the process called it as a spermatogenesis. And these spermatogonia formed in the inner lining of the seminiferous tubule, and they are diploid. Okay, and having a 2n number of a chromosome. For example, 46 chromosome. Okay, it's a diploid because of that 46 chromosome. Okay, and these spermatogonia, undergo mitosis. Here it is a mitosis, here it is a meiosis. Don't get confused. Here it is a mitosis. Okay, that undergo differentiation. 1 become 2, 2 become a 4. Okay, once if it is increasing its number, okay, till here it is a diploid. In that, one of the spermatogonia, that's what the cell which is entered into the meiosis, that cell what we call it as a primary spermatocyte. It undergo first meiotic division. It's a reductional division that lead to the diploid spermatogonia into the haploid secondary spermatocyte. Haploid secondary spermatocyte. It undergo once again second meiotic division that results in the 4 haploid, and all are having a equal number of a chromosome. Let's say at 23. Okay, the chromosome. Okay, that they are called it as a spermatids, and these 4 equal number of a chromosome having spermatid, they are non-motile and inactive. And this non-motile and inactive spermatid is converted into active motile sperm by the process what we call it as a spermiogenesis. Once this sperm form, okay, it's a sperm head. Okay, the sperm head embedded in the, okay, let's say embedded in the Sertoli cells and get nourishment, and finally the release from the seminiferous tubule by the process. That process what we call it as a spermiation. That process what we call it as a spermiation. Finally, from the single, the spermatogonia, we are going to get 4 functional sperm. Okay, from the single spermatogonia, we are going to get a 4 functional sperm. It is a diploid and it is a 4 haploid sperm. This regarding a schematic representation. Okay, schematic representation of the Okay, schematic representation of a spermatogenesis. Okay, schematic representation of the spermatogenesis. Okay, I hope you are able to follow. If you have any doubt, ask me. Okay, otherwise we will proceed to the next question. We will proceed to the next question. Okay, yeah, and you have to write and practice. You may think it is only some circle, but you should put that circle also in a proper way, in a proper way. Okay, yeah, next. Okay, is there any question? Next, we pass on to the next concept. Ultra structure of human sperm. Ultra structure of a human sperm. Okay. Okay, yeah. It's an ultra structure of a human sperm, and this may ask for 3 marks in the board exam. Okay, draw a neat label diagram of ultra structure of a human sperm. They may ask for only a 3 marks. Okay, if they ask for explanation also, what are all the points you have to be mentioned? Okay, with the help of this diagram. Okay, the first thing it is a this ultra structure of this human sperm is microscopic. Okay, it's a microscopic, means not able to see from the naked eye. We are not able to see from the naked eye. Okay, that's what we call it as a microscopic. And it contains mainly 4 parts. One is a head, neck, and middle piece and tail. These are the 4 main parts of a human sperm. Okay, there's a head. It is composed of a head, neck, middle piece, and a tail. Okay, and in addition to that, there's a plasma membrane. Okay, this plasma membrane envelops the whole body of a sperm. Okay, plasma membrane envelops the whole body of the sperm. Okay, we'll try to repeat it once again. The human sperm is a microscopic, means not able to see from the naked eye, and it composed of mainly 4 parts. One is a head, okay, a neck, middle piece, and a tail. And this plasma membrane envelops the body of the sperm. And the first part, okay, that's what we call it as a sperm head. Okay, the sperm head, it containing elongated, okay, that's a haploid. Mean already we studied in the spermatogenesis, they are haploid. Means n number of a chromosome, mean 23. Don't say 23 pair, it is a 23. Okay, that's it. The sperm head containing elongated, that's a haploid number of a chromosome. Okay, haploid and nucleus, haploid nucleus. And this, the anterior end of this head region. Okay, the anterior end of this head region having some cap-like structure. Okay, that cap-like structure, what we call it as a acrosome. The anterior end of a plasma membrane having a cap-like structure. That cap-like structure, what we call it as a acrosome. And this acrosome, it is filled with an enzyme. Okay, it's filled with the enzyme called as hyaluronidase. Okay, acrosome, it is filled with an enzyme called as hyaluronidase. Okay, and this enzyme help for the fertilization of the ovum. How? This enzyme helps in, okay, digesting the egg membrane. Okay, digesting the egg membrane for the penetration of a, okay, let's say a sperm nucleus into the egg nucleus. And that's why let's say a sperm at the anterior end of the head, the anterior portion of the head contain a cap-like structure. That cap-like structure, what we call it as a acrosome, and acrosome is filled with the enzyme, for example, hyaluronidase. Okay, that help for the fertilization process. Help for the fertilization process. This regarding a head and cap region. And next is a neck part. Neck part, it connect the head and middle piece. Okay, connecting the neck region, it connecting the head and middle piece. And the third part is the, let's say, a middle piece. Middle piece contains a numerous mitochondria. Okay, it contains a numerous mitochondria, and this mitochondria is for a energy source for the motility of the sperm. Energy source for the motility of the sperm. Okay, you know that. Let's say egg is a stationary. Stationary means there is no motility. Sperm has to move towards the egg during the process of fertilization. For that it required. Okay, for that movement it has to be due to the vibratory. Okay, that's a vibration in the atale region that makes the sperm move forward. Okay, for that it required energy. That energy source is a mitochondria that is found in the middle piece. And the last part of the tail. Okay, last part of the human sperm is called as a tail. Already well said. It is a long, a slender, and it is support for the motility or a movement of the sperm. Sperm. These are all the structural details of a ultra structure of human sperm. Ultra structure of a human sperm. Okay, in that we'll try to recall once again. Let's say the human sperm is a microscopic, not able to see from the naked eye, and okay, it contains mainly four parts: head, neck, middle piece, and a tail region. And in that head region, okay, before entering the head region, okay, it's having a plasma membrane that envelops the whole body of the sperm. In that head region containing, okay, that's a haploid nucleus, means n number of a chromosome, that is a 23, and the anterior portion of the this head contain a cap-like structure. That cap-like structure we call it as a acrosome. That acrosome filled with an enzyme called hyaluronidase that help for the fertilization process. And neck is a region which connect head and a middle piece. And next one is the third part of the human sperm is a middle piece. It containing numerous mitochondria, and it's a energy source for the fertility of the let's say a sperm. And the last part of the human sperm is called as a tail. It is a long, a slender, and due to that vibratory activity, it helps in the movement of sperm to reach the egg. These are all the some of the structural details of a human sperm. If they ask for the explanation also, okay, in addition to the diagram, I have to write all this point. Okay, in addition to that, okay, during a coitus, heart, okay, and in the human partners, okay, as during coitus. Okay, during coitus, okay, let's say a human, male, by the process of insemination around 200 to 300. Okay, let's say a sperms into the female, genital tract. Okay, the female genital tract. Let's say 200 to 300 million. Okay, in that 200 to 300 million sperm, okay, around 60% of the sperms having a normal size and shape. Okay, that's having a normal size and a shape. Means sometimes the sperm having a two head, a single tail, okay, tail without head, like that. You may expect some abnormal sperms also. Okay, that's why out of this 200 to 300 million, okay, only 60% of the sperms are normal size and shape. Out of this 60%, only 40% of the sperm having vigorous motility. Okay, 40% of the sperm having vigorous motility. Out of that 40%, only one sperm got a chance to fuse with the let's say a release ovum. Okay, that's what the sperm, whatever it is formed from the testes. Already we said it is transported by the accessory duct. Okay, let's say the sperm formed from the a testes, that is get transported, okay, by the accessory duct. You have to recall now. What are all the accessory duct? Let's say vasa efferentia, rete, testis, okay, epididymis and vasa efferentia. Okay, these are all the accessory duct that is formed sperm from the testis, okay, get transported with the help of an accessory duct. In addition to the accessory duct, some of the accessory glands, okay, that accessory glands are the secretion of epididymis, okay, vas deferens, okay, epididymis, vas deferens, prostate, okay, vas deferens, prostate and seminal vesicles. Okay, the secretion of all this. Okay, that's a accessory things like a epididymis, vasa deferens, prostate, and a seminal vesicle. These are all necessary. The secretion of this part is necessary for the motility and maturation of let's say a sperm. Okay, it's accessory ducts helping transport. In addition to that, okay, let's say the secretion of epididymis, vasa deferens, prostate, and seminal vesicle. Okay, they are responsible for the motility and the maturation of the sperm. Okay, and lastly, one more definition. What do you mean by the semen? Okay, the semen is nothing but seminal plasma plus sperm. Okay, they may ask for is one mark question. What is semen? That time you can write. Okay, the semen is nothing but seminal plasma, and which constitute seminal plasma along with the sperm constitute, we call it as a semen. Okay, these are all the things regarding the ultra structure of a human sperm. Ultra structure of a human sperm. Here you may expect 1 mark, 2 mark, 3 mark, 5 mark. Okay, based on the question paper setter, what they expect. They may expect only one question. Let's say what is semen. They may ask like or mention the parts or draw the diagram or briefly explain the ultra structure of a human sperm. Ultra structure of a human sperm. This regarding the completion of a male reproductive system. Okay, under gametogenesis, spermatogenesis. Okay, when it is initiated and when it is started, how it is started, what is supporting for the spermatogenesis and ultra structure of a human sperm. All these a concepts put together either may expect 5 marks or a 3 mark question. Okay, regarding the male reproductive system, this will be going to come. Okay. Okay, I hope you all are able to follow. Is there any questions? Okay, yeah. Yeah, thank you. And tomorrow we are going to understand about oogenesis. Okay, oogenesis. Now, we have to study about the male reproductive system and major parts of the male reproductive system. Female, then its major parts. In addition to that, gametogenesis. Under gametogenesis, spermatogenesis. Okay, and the structure of what? Like a human sperm. This to be a study well. And if you have any doubt, you call me personally also. Okay, thank you.